What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This is your first time here. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you're a regular subscriber or just follow the channel, I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. I went to therapy quite a bit over the last couple of years. Not necessarily because I had to go, because there was a situation. I've always been a fan of, human nature. So obviously going to therapy and talking and learning and being able to ask different questions, getting an insight from a therapist, it kind of helped shape my way of thinking. And one of the things that I picked up on, and then listening to what men are saying now about relationships and marriages, one of the things that I noticed, and maybe I'll put it in the form of a question, between a man and a woman, which one desires marriage the most? I'm talking about initially. And even if somebody has been divorced, which one between a man and a woman desires marriage the most? Most of the time, it's the woman that desires marriage. Most of the time. Again, it's not going to be 100%, but the majority of the time, it's going to be the lady that is going to want marriage. Now, my second question to you audience is, take people out of it. What happens in your life when you have put your eyes or your sights on something physical? Something that you can obtain physical, something you can touch. You see a car that you want. Maybe the car you got is getting older, leaking more, radiator keep running hot, spark plugs keep going out. It's older. You don't want to keep putting the money into the car to keep it running. And you done looked at your finances, and you done seen where you can either pay cash or finance the car. And it's not gonna put you in a bind, and you got your eyes set. It ain't even gotta be nothing. It ain't even gotta be a Porsche. It could just be your eyes are just set. I'm gonna get that brand new Camry, hybrid, good on gas, whatever. What happens once you attain that car? What happens when you finally get it? What happens when there's an object of a material source that you can see and I'm gonna get it? What happens when you see them shoes that you've been wanting for a while? You say, I'm gonna get those shoes. The next time I get paid, I'm gonna get those shoes, I'm going to get that bracelet, I'm going to get that chain, I'm going to get that watch, I'm going to get that furniture, I'm going to change out the microwave. What happens normally in human nature when we put our sight on something and then we finally get it? Women generally are the ones who have their sight on marriage more than men. But what happens when we finally get that thing? Most of the time, we become bored very quickly with what we have obtained, thinking that it was going to somehow, I don't want to say fill us with joy, but bring some kind of lasting enthusiasm in our life that will cause us to feel a certain kind of way now that we have it. And when we get it, initially it does do that, but then we come to find out it doesn't last that long. I forgot who it was that said it, but they asked some guy I don't know if he was a race car driver or what. I can't remember the full details, but he's familiar with cars, drove a lot of cars, had a lot of cars. And somebody asked him, which one of the cars is your favorite car? You done drove all these cars. You understand them. You know by now. You know how they operate. You know what your favorite is. Out of all these cars, which one is your favorite car? And his response was the one that I get next, because he understood they all my favorite until I get it, and then once I get it and drive it, learn how to drive, learn how to operate, learn how fast it can go, learn how the throttle works, learn how the braking system works, learn how the steering feel is, learn how to operate all of the creature comforts in this car. Once I have mastered it, now my eyes, my affection, my attention is on the next one that I'm able to get. And I go back to what I said at the beginning. In most situations, women want marriage more. But if you look at what men are saying about relationships, put aside the fact that women say men are cheating all the time doing this. Just take the relationship itself. What are men saying about women that they are married to or relationships? They are saying that women are getting bored very soon after they get married. They're bored. That the way that they were when they was dating, once they have that husband, once they have attained what it is that they're looking for, once they finally got it, this is my man, this is my husband, I finally got him. Men are saying that women are no longer satisfied, and it goes downhill. Even if they stay together, even if nobody steps out. I'm just talking about the thought process of a lot of men to women that they are married to. That women become bored once they have received what it is that they really want. And we can see in our own lives, men or women, that when we go after something physical, when we finally get it, it doesn't take us long before we're bored. You hear a song, man, you hear a song come out with whatever kind of music you listen to or you enjoy. I like music with a nice beat to it. Song come out with a nice beat. You say, man, it's going to be my favorite song forever. You hear me? This beat right here, I ain't never going to have another. This going to be my all-time favorite song right here. When this beat drop, it's going to be my all-time favorite song right here. Ain't nothing going to beat this beat right here. That's how we see it. It don't take long. We play the song. It's on repeat. We play the song. It's in our car. We play the song. It's in our earbuds. We're playing the song at work. 3-4 weeks. They don't hit the same. The beat's still tough. But more music has dropped. Somebody else is going to drop even a better beat. And that song moves down the list. A year or two later, you look back, you say, man, I ain't listened to that song in 6 months. But when it came out, it was your favorite song. It wasn't going to be a better song. That's why I started this by saying, between a man or a woman, women tend to want marriage more, but men are saying that the women are becoming bored quicker once they get married. And my question that I often ask on this channel is it true? Is it true, ladies, that you, and don't, listen, because I need to do another video about this. Don't get caught up on, yeah, but the man, no. If you watch my video, Monkey in the Middle, let's somebody catch the ball. Let's deal with the ball. Let's deal with what's being said here. Because there's a lot of things, ain't nobody perfect on either side. We understand that. But men are saying that women are, once they get it, they're bored. Even women are saying, if you listen to what they're saying, that they're bored shortly after. Everybody gets settled. And it's not that the woman steps out, but in her own activity towards that man, everything goes down. But of course, the women would say, well, yeah, of course, I'm not going to have the same kind of energy towards that man because I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to do this and I got to do that. And you was doing the same thing when y'all was dating, though. Only now y'all are married, you live together, and together, you're in the house together, and yet men are saying women are getting bored. Is it true? Once you go after something hard enough, long enough, because I would dare say, if you take religious reasoning aside, you put it aside, and you just had two individuals, and I've said this before, most men ain't jumping up screaming, I got to get married. Some men may marry a woman quick if they feel like she's a catch, so they want to quote unquote take her off the market. So they'll try to move fast and try to take her off the market. And women will say, you better take me off the market because I know I'm this and that. And somebody blah, 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 blah. But most men ain't jumping up saying, I can't wait to get married. That's normally a woman. A woman is normally the one saying, this is what I want. And I believe that, like I said, I need to do another video. I believe that the reason that women feel that way is because when a woman sees husband, wife, to them, that brings on, see, to a woman, if you say that's my husband, I'm his wife, then you feed into that title something that may or may not be there, because a title can't give you what you're looking for. You just bound by the contract of a marriage license, but it can't give you real love. You can not love somebody and still marry somebody. But to women who think more emotional, if I'm his wife, that's gonna bring this special treatment and love. And no, it may not. And a man, and same for a man. If she's my wife, no. Her being your wife don't mean a hill of beans. You don't mean a hill of beans if you are not connected to one another truly and sincerely. There's some people who are married and more connected to somebody else. There's some people who are married. There's a man right now that's watching this video that's married, have not stepped out on his wife physically, but have a greater appreciation, bond, connection with somebody else's wife. Joe Madden. Not saying him, I'm saying he know what I mean when I clap my hands like that. Shout out to Joe Madden. There's a woman right now watching this video. Don't take a sip. Don't take a sip of that hot coffee yet, because you're going to spit it all up over your nice car. There's a woman right now watching this video. A wife. Done walk down the aisle, done said I do, got on a $5,000 ring wrapped around your finger. The part is there. The license is signed. By law, by state, y'all married. Nobody can deny it. I'm the wife. And you got more of a connection with the dude on your job than you do your husband. Because titles do not bring connection. Who wants marriage more? The woman. Men want that connection. This is why a man can be married. It's not the only reason why. Don't get me wrong. There's one reason why. This is why a man can be married, feel the part, do his thing, and the woman say, how can you love me? How could you love me? Because titles do not bring connection. If what would happen, again, I like to give sometimes unrealistic situations just to make us think. What would happen if we did away with the titles and we was forced to focus on one another? And from what we felt, received, reciprocated to the other person, once we found that it was being done at the highest level in terms of our bond towards that person, our love towards that person, our energy towards that person, and it's coming at the highest level, not just the title that I'm receiving from that person, but what's the true energy that I'm getting from this person? What's the true vibration that I'm picking up on this person? How connected am I to this person? We did away with all the titles. What if we could do that? What if we could do away with all the titles and say my focus is who I have a strong bond with? And when you find that person, that's the one you'll be faithful to, man or woman. As long as it's open and empty, there's room. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. My question was, who wants it more? And then who gets bored the fastest? Y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. We got to focus on one another. And especially if you're not married yet, do not focus on the title husband and wife. By law, by state, yes, that gives you certain rights. But in a relationship, your expectation that because he's your husband, no. Because she's my wife, now you think that you are guaranteed certain certain rights? No. Those rights will go to whoever he or she is truly into, and it may or may not be you. And later, when we find out 10 years later, 6 years later, 20 years later, it ain't us, we leave. We get up, we do. Anyway, y'all get in the comment. I'm gone.